being a woman comes with a lot of different kind of aspects within society. I feel like being a woman kind of brings you certain privileges, but then also certain disadvantages, just because the way society has constructed gender, the way it's like gender is such a social construct. But being a woman to me is about breaking those stereotypes, or like breaking the glass ceiling and establishing myself.
Well, being a woman is my identity. It shapes how I look at the world. It shapes all the type of jobs or work that I do in this world. And it teaches me how to be kind to others.
Obviously my identity. And I think to me it means helping to support others no matter what their identities are. I think that women have a way of caring for others that is unparalleled, and we need to kind of hone in on that and support others in the process.
Being a woman means that I do not place a label on my identity, and I believe you need to look at yourself through multiple layers, like race, gender, class, sexuality. And I believe when I talk about what it is to be a woman for me, I must always add those identities too.
Other women empower me, definitely. I think just seeing strong women of any background being able to do whatever they want to do and doing it with so many more obstacles in the way than men are facing. And I think that women of color definitely also empower me a lot.
As a woman, having support from my fellow females, or those who identify as females is very empowering, because when we all come together, it is very easy to break those societal norms that have been constructed around gender around the world, or in particular the United States of America. So to have that support, but then even more importantly to have the support of the male counterparts, is even more empowering to know that they're uplifting females in the world, because, you know, equality.
I believe other empowered women empower women. It's women who hold higher places in, let's say, Congress, who pave the way for the rest of us.
I believe women who promote intersectionality really empowers me, because you're not just focusing on one issue, you're focusing on many issues that occur in a narrative.
I think just by making sure that I'm supporting anyone who I come in contact with, especially those who are women, and also doing the best that I can for educating others of my experiences and how I can help others hone in on their experiences, and then help this education flow of women-to-women contact. And I think also just basically just supporting people no matter what, showing up to things that they're doing and cheering them on.
Other women. That's a good question. I guess just I guess just being more open about my narratives as a woman, and maybe finding those similarities but also those differences that could help us talk about it and talk about feminism and how we can move forward, intersectional feminism, and how we can move forward together and work together.
How do I empower other women? I think the same thing, like keep speaking up about my own experience as a woman, talking about self-care and like how you can reclaim your identities and how you can love yourself and love your body, and therefore know how to navigate within the system and like do the work that you do. Yeah.
I believe you empower other women around you by being a support system for them and encouraging them.
I think that goes back to what I answered earlier, just by showing support, by cheering them on, being there for them, helping them, and not perpetuating the culture where in order for you to succeed, you need to bring someone down. So for me, it's important to support fellow women, especially when they're out there doing things that aren't what women should typically be doing. And it's very important for you to show the support there and not actually bring them down. So especially when it comes to like women in the workforce, not to, as a fellow female or those who identify as a female, not to be like, do you have any time for family, or like who's taking care of your children? Like, that's not what you should be doing. You should be uplifting that person because of the fact that they're balancing all those different aspects within their life. My mom.
Definitely my mom.
Yeah, definitely my mom.
Definitely my mom.
She's the one who's I've grown up seeing her break all of those gender norms and being told that I can do what my male counterpart can do and that I'm not at any limitation just because of my female reproduction organ. So I think the most empowering person in my life and the one who's like uplifted me the most is my mom, just because I've seen her do all these different things that have inspired me to do my best and continue to empower other females around me.
So my mom is the perfect example of a woman who is so persistent and who is so selfless. She has like a full-time job and she still goes home and like do all like the cooking, like washing dishes, like cleaning up the house. Like wish I help her with a lot of the times, but we lived in that society where people don't really learn about their oppression, but somehow like she still understands, like as a woman, like this is the type of job that she is expected to do, and she talks about it to me. And she explains to me how that was unfair and like what was expected of me when I was growing up, and really shaped me to become the type of woman that she wanted to be and didn't have the chance to be, which I really appreciate.
Right. I mean, everyone probably says their mom, right? But my mom also is like always been the breadwinner of the family. She's an extremely educated woman and has done a lot to make sure that we're not falling into the stereotypes of women and the stereotypes that the patriarchy has created is what I'm talking about. And making sure that, you know, I'm standing up for my beliefs, and she's always standing up for other women and supporting her friends, and we always are constantly having her friends, you know, in and out of the house if they have any problems in relationships and things like that. She's just so amazing at that. She also does a good job of making sure my dad stays humble, my dad stays sensitive, so he doesn't fall into the traps of the patriarchy as well.
I've been influenced by a lot of the ways she expresses herself as a woman, as a mother, as a graduate student, as a sister, as a daughter. So I really like looking at those different forms of her womanhood, and you know, sometimes she can be crazy, but we're all human, so.
Intersectionality is key. Your feminism is not feminism unless it's like intersectional. So stop with that white feminism.
Stop fighting one another. Literally just stop fighting one another. Like we need to like, okay, one, woman to woman. One, stop being a white feminist. Two, stop fighting one another, because like we are all fighting against the patriarchy, and if we don't have a united front, like it's never going to happen.
You're beautiful.
You can do it. We all can.
Love each other, support each other, tell them you did an awesome job at whatever project that was. Straight up look them in the eye. Hey, you look great today. Hey, that project, you killed it. That exam, you killed it. You are smart, you are beautiful, and you are amazing with whatever you're doing.
This is me.